Welcome back to my channel. I am wanting to just jump straight in to sharing some incredible recipes with you guys this week. I am back in London, back in my kitchen, in my little safe haven. I wanted to share with you guys some really simple, straightforward, uncomplicated, yet super tasty, super delicious weekday meals that you can prepare for you or your family or friends or whoever. I was so ready for the farmers market this week. I haven't been for a couple of weeks, so it was really interesting to see what was new, what was happening. Check out the latest vegetables that were available. It's definitely the time for asparagus. You're going to see them left, right and center, so you're definitely going to see it pop up a couple of times in this video. So for more of my recipes, you can check out my ebook, which is called Plant-Based Wonders. The link will be in the description box. If you guys happen to try out any of the recipes and you are on Instagram and you take a picture, please tag me at Tish Wonders. Like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, and let's get straight into the first recipe. Let's go. The first recipe is a teriyaki stir fry. It's a perfect recipe to put your own stamp on, make it your own, choose whatever vegetables you have available, whatever vegetables you enjoy. So I started off by finely slicing the onions, then I used my hand grater to grate the ginger. I love to use a handheld grater as I just find it releases all the juices. I then chopped up some chili. Of course, chilies are going to vary in heat, so use as little or as much as you like, just depending on how much heat you like. I then chopped up some garlic. It was then time to prepare all of the vegetables to use for the stir fry, so I finely sliced some red pepper, I chopped up some spring onions, and I sliced up some asparagus, followed on by some leeks and then some pak choi. So I prepared my noodles. I chose to use brown rice wide noodles. This is from a company called Clear Spring. So rather than boil them, these noodles actually work better when soaking them. So I soaked them in some boiling water for around 10 minutes until they were soft. It was then time to prepare the vegetables in my wok. So I heated up some coconut oil. I threw in the onions, the garlic, the ginger and the chili. So to give it a little bit more of a kick, a little bit more heat, I added some harissa paste. I then followed on by adding the secret ingredient, which is teriyaki sauce, followed on by a splash of tamari. I then added in all of the vegetables except for the pak choi, which I will add in at the last minute. When using a wok, you want to make sure that the vegetables are constantly being stirred. You want to keep the texture of the vegetables. You want the crunch by the time you've finished preparing the meal. I then added in the pak choi and I couldn't help it. I had to add a crack of black pepper. I added in a little bit more tamari and just mixed everything. It was then time to place in the cooked brown rice noodles. So I went ahead and threw those in and gave everything a good mix. So another random ingredient that I thought would work so well was pomegranate molasses. It just kind of gave it a sweet touch. And then I followed on by adding a huge handful of coriander. It was then time to plate these delicious teriyaki noodles. So I plated them up. I topped the noodles with some more coriander, some spring onions, a little bit of chili, and some sesame seeds. I can't get over how simple and delicious this meal is. The second recipe is a lemongrass coconut curry. Lemongrass is my thing at the moment. So I started off by preparing the onions, the garlic, the ginger, and the lemongrass. So I finely diced the onions, I chopped up the garlic and hand grated the ginger, and then I followed on by finely slicing the lemongrass. So I began by heating some coconut oil in a frying pan, and I added the lemongrass, the onions, the garlic, the ginger, and I just mixed everything on a low heat, splashing in some tamari, some curry powder, some dried thyme, some cayenne, some maple syrup, and some black pepper. I mixed everything on a very low heat, just letting all the flavors infuse, all of the flavors combine. I then added in some chopped tomatoes, some sea salt, and then the coconut milk, and I continued cooking everything on a low heat. I chopped up the new potatoes and some peppers. Then I followed on by adding in the new potatoes, the chopped peppers, some fresh coriander, So I placed on the lid, letting everything cook down. I'd say I cooked this for around 30 to 35 minutes, kind of slow cooking it. I wanted all the flavors to be intense, everything to be brought out, and for this to taste delicious. I added in a little bit more coriander, and it was time to serve this delicious curry. So I chose to serve it with a little bit of basmati and wild rice. I served up the curry, followed on by adding a little bit of coconut yogurt. I love coconut yogurt with curry. I used a brand called Koyo. I topped it with some more coriander, some fresh lime, and some onion seeds, which is like my obsession at the moment too. So I think I saved my favorite to last. The last recipe is a spring salad with a tahini and honey dressing. This is my absolute favorite way to prepare salads. We want salads full of life, full of flavor, full of zest, and full of taste. So I began by piercing the sweet potato and placing it in a hot oven of around 210 degrees for around 45 minutes until it was soft. So to prepare the tahini and honey dressing, I added the tahini to a bowl, followed on by some lemon juice, some pink salt, some really good quality raw honey, some grated garlic, some black pepper, and a splash of water. So I whisked everything together. My tahini was a little bit thick, so I added in a little bit more water just to reach my desired consistency. You can do the same. So I would honestly recommend making this tahini and honey dressing in big batches and just storing it in your fridge. It's a perfect accompaniment to any meal. It doesn't necessarily have to be salads. I moved on to prepare the roasted vegetables. So I chose to roast some asparagus. I kept the asparagus whole, some chopped red pepper, and I kept the spring onions whole as well. I drizzled on some olive oil, and then I placed on top some oregano and some sea salt. So I placed the tray of vegetables into the oven for around 15 to 20 minutes until everything had a nice golden tint to it. So another layer to this salad, we are not stopping yet. We are going to prepare some massaged kale. So I added some chopped kale to a bowl, followed on by some olive oil, some tamari, some lemon juice, some black pepper, and some garlic powder, and I just massaged everything until soft, setting it aside. I steamed some purple sprouting broccoli, which is my absolute favorite thing. It's definitely in season at the moment. If you haven't tried it, give it a try. You know it is salad season when you find lettuce in the farmer's market, when it is local, when it is seasonal. So I'm so excited about this. I prepared some lettuce by washing it and spinning it in my salad spinner. So another thing that I will be adding to my salad are some mixed olives, my favorite. So to stack this incredible salad, I started off with a layer of lettuce, followed on by the massaged kale. I removed the hot, delicious sweet potato from the oven, which was a vibrant orange color, and I placed that on top. I added the roasted vegetables, so the asparagus, the spring onions, the red peppers, which were just bursting with flavor. I then placed on top the olives and some red onion, followed on by the steamed purple sprouting broccoli, some avocado because it just wouldn't be the same, and I drizzled on that tahini, a lot of that tahini dressing. It is so Moorish, it is so delicious. I finished off everything by, of course, adding a lot of black pepper on top of my salad, and I drizzled on a little bit of olive oil and a little pinch of paprika just to give it some color and make it look beautiful. So this will be my go-to spring salad. Please give this one a try. Give all of the recipes a try. So I really hope this video has inspired you guys for the week to come. I hope it's given you some creative ideas, some inspiration to get into your kitchen and to prepare some meals from scratch. Possibilities on what you can prepare yourself are endless. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. Let me know how it goes in the comment section if you try any of the recipes out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Take care. Have a good week. Bye.